PBKC is your entertainment destination for poker, table games, OTV, Paddock live events, and exceptional eats. The Paddock Restaurant is perfect for meetings, corporate functions, parties, fundraising, and more. Call 561-683-2222 extension 199 and book your next event today. The Big Game Party is back in the Paddock Restaurant on February 8th with a $45 all-you-can-eat buffet, beer bucket specials with over 140 HD TVs and 3 huge screens. This is how the big game was meant to be. For more information, go to pbkennelclub.com. It's Wednesday morning. We're live at PBKC at the Palm Beach Kennel Club right here in West Palm Beach, Florida for PBKC Picks. And we're at that time of the year where there's really not much to talk about. It's get ready for a boring show.
Show canceled. Let's go.
Yeah,
Goodbye.
Not much.
It's been a pleasure.
Well, I mean, what a difference a week makes. Last week, we had 2 members of our broadcast that still had teams in the playoffs, and now none of us do. So that's definitely different.
We save some cheers.
We'll talk about that a little bit later.
Feel pointed.
We're just glad that everybody's here. Pat's right now in Tallahassee, but he wishes he could be
Hi.
Noah Carbone.
How you guys doing?
So let's talk about Big Game Party. We know none of our teams are going to be in it, but it's going to be on February. No, none of our teams are going to be in it, but it's going to be on February at the $5 bet. Give you in call them 199, and let's jump in. Steve Lesser, Michael Lepchinsky, Eric Williams, Jorge Goyanes, Ian Auville. That's the one who we wanted to replace Earnest for a long time.
Ian, you have a chance still.
Still do. Richard Perlman, Ashley Gear, and Bruce D. So congratulations. I'm going to be
done, Mike, by the way.
D. No last name is D. Bruce D.
He's just
Was it DJ?
That was probably the name he couldn't pronounce, and he just
it's
abbreviated
like Prince.
it.
You know, he doesn't need a full name.
That's right.
Or Noah.
Yeah, but congratulations to all our winners. I'm going to be emailing you after the show. And again, that poker tournament is going to be on February 4th at around 1 p.m. So I'm going to email everybody after the show and let them know. But let's jump into the NFL news.
Oh, boy. Here we go.
So much going on in the coaching carousel. Let's start with somebody we've talked a lot about on the show. I particularly feel for this person. I have a lot in common with Mike Tomlin.
Okay.
My name is Mike.
Yeah.
I worked for the Rooney.
Is it really? Yeah.
I worked for the Rooney for
Forever.
a long time.
Yeah.
And they should have fired me a long time ago.
Right, and you never win anything.
And I always get there,
Mediocre.
but I don't win the big game.
Yeah.
You know, I'm always there, but Mike Tomlin stepping down after 19 years.
Wait, we forgot he won the Super Bowl in 2000, the second year as head coach?
He did win a Super
a long
Bowl.
time
And he went to another Super Bowl 2 years later?
Look at his record, guys. 193 wins, 114 losses, and 2 ties, 1 Super Bowl in 19 seasons. That is a heck of a career.
He
with
tied
a team.
Chuck Noll for wins also, too.
Yeah, an amazing career. We've talked a lot about him on the show. How are we feeling today about the Mike Tomlin news? Go ahead, Ernest.
I guess I'm a little. I think the shocking part is how fast it went. Like it literally was within 12 hours after, they went final on Monday night. Embarrassing. Like the assumption is it's probably a mutual parting. But the more I sit on this, it's like maybe he really was burned out because he looked a little burned out this year. This is the first time Tom looked like not like he didn't want to coach, but like he definitely felt a little bit more pressure. But the Steelers fans have been very 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 loud about wanting to have change and whatnot. And look, there's a case for that. There's a case for the fact it has gotten stale. No playoff wins in a decade now. Haven't been to the Super Bowl since 2010. So there's a lot of cases to be made for Tom to be gone. But I always go back and I've not been shy about this. I even told Pat to his face about this that Jets fans ain't trying to hear that. Browns fans ain't trying to hear that. Jets haven't been to 8 playoffs in 15 years. So Mike Tomlin, for all the stuff that he hasn't done the last 10 years in terms of like getting over the hump to being a real Super Bowl contender, they're at least competing to get to go to the playoffs and go to the playoffs every year. And I think there's something to be said about a guy 19 years not one losing season. Not even a great Bill Belichick or even Andy Reid could say that. Okay, so that's something to be said. But I think he might have been a little burned out here. I think change is sometimes a good thing, and I'm not saying that. I think he's a Hall of Fame coach, obviously, and I think he's done a lot of good things in Pittsburgh. But maybe it's time to shake things up a little bit.
So Mike alluded to the fact that he and I are both long-time tenured Rooney people.
We're Rooney people.
Okay,
all of us are, yeah.
Right, and we've had flashes of greatness, right, Mike, where we've absolutely crushed it, where we're
one
absolutely
or two times,
a couple times unstoppable. What the circus, World Series, but all this stuff, crazy stuff that. You're talking too close to home, Ernest. Now, be like, yeah, it's just time for a change. We just got to get guys changed out of here. Like, what are you trying to say right now, Ernest? Are you trying to say that Mike and I are like we just need new blood in here?
Even me?
How long have you been here,
I've
Ernest?
been in 23 years, so I'm in there also too. So
that's enough, Ernest.
What about consistency and confidence in what you have? Okay, so you have a known product in what is I'm not even going to speak for I'm going to speak for myself.
yourself.
I'm going to plead for myself. You have consistency and you have a good product that you put out in a consistent fashion where you do a good job. The city loves you, right? It's very comparable to what I have going on here.
Some people
right.
do, yeah.
And the city
A
loves you,
handful.
and you're like, okay, let's just make a change to try to do something different when you have a proven commodity. Right? You have a proven commodity. Why just make a change? So
Arguably.
it's not always, you ever hear this one? The grass isn't always greener.
I agree
You
with
ever
you.
hear that one, Ernest?
All the time.
All right, so now you're looking at, okay, let's get another guy in, all right? And now Baltimore, right across the way there, Baltimore's like, okay, we need a change. And then Pittsburgh's like, we need a change.
They
And
fired
then we're
their
gonna
guy, though.
change.
They
Right.
got fired.
It's the same idea. He got fired like one day somebody's going to tell me, but like, you know what, let's just go our separate ways. I'm not getting fired, probably. We're just going to be like, okay, and then we just go our separate ways. So it's an amicable thing when you have a good relationship with the ownership. And you say, Jim, whatever you want. But to be looking outside and say, okay, we need something else, something different, aside from something egregious errors at this stage where you're 18 years in, or how many years? 18, right?
Tomlin?
23.
Yeah.
19.
No, 19.
All right, you're 19, whatever.
But
You're-
me? 23.
I'm not you. I'm not asking about you.
Oh,
Anyway,
Tomlin, 19, yeah.
So you have all these years in where you're like, okay, now's the time to make a change. You could have made this change years ago. You make the move now. This was probably more like Tomlin, like, okay, this is like isn't working for either of us. Let's go ahead and do something else. Maybe Mike Tomlin wants to change the scenery. I mean, maybe he wants,
And that's the thing I think I'm most worried about with Steeler fans. Like, you careful what you wish for.
Yeah.
Because you feel this way now.
Yeah.
Happy he's gone. Some of y'all anyway. Don't come at me in 5 years when you guys are going 4-13, 5-12.
Oh!
Okay, and like